Good morning. Welcome to the Wandering Drew. I am Drew. I'm out here at an area called Bogey Creek Preserve where I'm going to do the loop trail. This trail is showing as either 1.2 or 1.3 miles depending on which source you're quoting. So either way, I'm going to do this trail. It's part of the trails that I'm hoping to do as part of the winter hiking spree, which is part of the Seven Creeks Trail area. My other video explains what that is. So I hope you'll come and join me. So here we are leaving the parking lot, and we're going to follow the signs. And you can see clearly marked sign telling you which way to go. As you can see, I'm walking down this trail. There are cypress trees to the left and to the right of the trail. So I'm walking on this little berm, and clearly it's boggy. I should say, unfortunately for me, there's a lot of knees and roots and knots on the trail. So it's giving my ankle a workout. I'm wearing my boots and my brace. So hopefully shouldn't be too bad. And there's an information board telling you about the cypress knees. And here is a sign showing you it's a big loop, so it doesn't matter which way you go. I'm going to go off to the left first. As you can see from looking at the cypress trees, the watermarks, there's no water here. It's pretty dry. And one of my other hikes, I went by a pond that was almost dry as well. It looked more like that little swampy area or boggy area that I showed you back there. So I believe that this area is having a pretty extensive dry season or a drought. And we're going to just continue on a little bit. Nice, secluded, it's quiet. But nice, this area, obviously I'm rising up a little bit, so the area is changing. You don't have the cypress trees anymore. So the area here is some oak trees, it looks like, and some slash pine or pine trees. Because it's a little drier up here, obviously, because we went up. Just a couple of feet makes a big difference here in Florida to the environment. I'm walking along, and there's this big area. There's a lot of deer moss over here, so just stood out because of the color. And then there's a sign back there, very clearly marked. You can't get lost here. You know, no map is needed. But if you do want a map, obviously you can get one on the website. And they also had All Trails actually has a loop trail for this site as well. And if you want to follow along, it's interactive. So the good thing there is you can see exactly where you're at, as always. So that is nice. Gives you something to do. You know how far it is, but it's a short trail. Shouldn't take more than 20 something minutes, 25 minutes maybe to walk. Coming up on the half-mile point. So I'm on the far side of the loop. I'm not quite at the halfway point. So it's a pretty warm day compared to, I was out here 2 days ago and it was in the 50s, and now it's showing in the 70s. But there's a nice breeze and I'm in the shade, so it's probably a little cooler than that, but definitely feel it. I'm sweating already, and I, hardly walked anything, but it's nice. And I'm coming out to a fork in the road. There's a trail going off to the left. I'm going to take that because I like to explore. And this is the Bug Tussle Loop, which I guess is the loop trail. And I'm going to take the landing trail, which looks like it goes to maybe our water area. But we're going to take it anyway, just to see what it's all about, right? It's about exploring. A short while after the T over there, there's this information board that explains to you that you're in a maritime hammock. And it explains to you, you have live oaks here, southern live oaks, the Spanish moss, which is all hanging down, and other ferns like resurrection fern. And it looks like it's a little tiny loop here. So I'm gonna go to the left and we'll come back on the right, I guess. So it looks like it's leading to an estuary is what is showing on my map. So, and this is it. It's just a short loop. Actually, it looks like it's labeled a salt marsh here, a marsh, with the creek over here, Bogey Creek. And yeah. So it's flowing. You got some wave action here. You got the marsh over there. This is the creek. Very short. Picnic table, which is nice. One thing I like is they have this post with a sign that has a QR code, so you could get the pamphlet for the area, learn about the salt marsh and the creek probably, without having to print, leaf paper, stuff that just gets taken and thrown out or ends up as litter. So I like that. It's a nice area. There is a picnic table here, and it's open skies over here. Information board about the salt marsh, just in case you want to know some more. And I'm gonna head right back. And a very short time later, we're back on to that spur trail, and we're gonna walk back to the main loop and continue our hike. Literally was less than 5-minute diversion from the time I left the loop to get back there. It's very short. I didn't spend a lot of time down there, so. And I believe we're back to the front of the trail where the loop starts and the trailhead is off to the left. And so this was a nice, short, easy trail to do. No facilities, no bathrooms, but free, no fees, no parking fees, a large parking lot, and some solitude, and a walk in the woods. Be good for kids, just got to be careful. There's a couple of trip hazards here. But we're going to make our way back out. And having completed the loop, we are now going to head back to the trailhead. And you can see the swamp with the cypress knees once again on either side. And we're coming out to the trailhead again. So this one is going to be done.